Hey Taurus, this is Tina with 85th House Vibrations, and this just in. This is where we get in other folks' business about love and relationships, and by my other folks, I mean whomever is watching this video. You tuned in because you wanted the business. I went into that because I remember one time, this was a while back, somebody left me a comment. Because, you know, the way you do my intro was I said, this is where we get all up in other folks' business. And somebody left me a comment saying, okay, that just popped out, so we're going to let that be that. And this is the Four of Swords. So we'll leave that there. It popped out. So yeah, they were in the comments saying that they hope that the universe got all up in my business and basically torched me to the ground. I can't remember the words verbatim. But I really don't think that they didn't enjoy the fact probably that I said we were getting all up in other folks' business. Well, this is a public platform. So, you know, if I'm doing this reading, and I don't mean that in a busybody type way, but if you're watching the video, and if you're cross-watching videos and things like that, then, you know, you are taking in not just your business, but other people's business. Like I said, I don't know why I addressed this. Maybe because Mercury's retrograde. And I never said anything about it then. But anyway. Moving on. The moon is about to move into Scorpio, and I thought that this would be a great deck. I'll move that back in here in a minute. Right now, anyway. I thought that this would be a great deck. This is my first time using it. I mean, my first go round, I did it for the Aries video. This is my first time using it in any readings. I pulled a card of the day not too long ago on Facebook and Twitter. You can check that out if you like. But I thought it would be the perfect deck to use considering that the moon is moving into Scorpio. And if there's any moon that's deviant, it's going to be Scorpio moon, right? Scorpio moons, don't get offended. I'm a Scorpio moon myself. It's all good. Okay, and I'm being told to stop right there. Let's take a look at the bottom card. Ten of Swords. Taurus. A lot going on in the way of communications and a lot of verbal stuff. A lot of thinking. Thinking about love. Thinking about sudden starts and stops and the spontaneity of two physical beings together. And let's go ahead and pull two more cards. Taurus, I feel like you are in deep thought. Very deep thought about somebody, something, some situation. And the more you thought about it, the more heavy, the more hurtful even, the more destructive maybe you felt like these thoughts were. The good news is, like I said, we saw the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So tens is about endings and new beginnings. So you've meditated on something. Like I said, I really thought about it long and hard. I think you've gotten all the information that you could possibly get. And when Mercury goes direct again, and I'm sorry, I don't know what date that's going to happen. It is currently retrograde in Aries. But I think while you are coming into this wealth of information that might not feel the best, once Mercury goes direct, you'll be able to move on. Let's see what the other cards say. Queen of Swords. And the next card is the Lovers. Okay. This is the Queen of Swords. Get this right. Even, this is mirrored and I don't, this is so unnatural for me. Anyway, there we go. Even in the upright position, generally when I see the Queen of Swords in the upright position, it's just somebody who goes about their business without a whole lot of emotional ties. They know how to put the emotions aside and take care of business. They communicate without all of the fluff, if it's love, or the filth, if it's hate. In this deck, in the upright or the reverse, this person is bitter about something. And in the upright position, the only thing I can say about this is that maybe in the upright position, she'll cut you some slack because she's out for blood. She's out for blood, one way or the other. Taurus, what I think it is I think that you're thinking about it. You're sitting on it. You've got all the information that you can get. There's no more to get. And like I said, when Mercury goes direct, if you don't realize that now, you will realize it. But this Queen of Swords, I feel like, Taurus, you are thinking about the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. We just had a full moon in Libra too. So again, whatever it is that you are feeling instinctively, you've milked that cow to death. But you're still thinking about it. That's cool. The Queen of Swords doesn't like it though. This Queen of Swords is ready to... there's no more thinking about it. She's like, what are you thinking about? The proof is in the pudding. We got the details. The shit's laid out right there for you. What is it that you need to think about? Let's get this thing popping. And I'm about to get into this. And I say that because this is the Lovers. The Queen of Swords is looking at a relationship. She's looking at a coming together. And you're ho-humming and hem-hawing thinking about it. And she doesn't like it. She's going to turn her back eventually if you don't make a decision. She's ready to put the blood vial around her neck like Angelina Jolie did when she married Billy Bob Thornton. And she feels like regardless as to whether or not she's affectionate, you should just know. The Queen of Swords is like, 2 and 2 is 4 all day long. What is it to think about? I feel like that's how the Queen of Swords is feeling because she's looking at this relationship. And I feel like she's saying, if you don't make a decision soon, I'm going to cut you. There are 3 swords that are hovering above this. Oh, she might stick some pins in a doll. You know what I'm saying? If you just double over with pain. She's out for blood. So, look. If you just find yourself, Taurus, doubled over in pain one day and you can't figure out why, that's because she is sticking it to the man or woman. So, And these three swords, generally when we see the three of swords, this is about heartbreak. It's about deceit, betrayal, somebody trying to come between two people. That's another thing that could be happening. You're in a relationship, Taurus, and you're thinking long and hard because there's a Queen of Swords out there who is looking to come between it. Somebody is looking to get in the middle. Maybe it's because they are lonely and bitter. That's the case. You just have to ignore them. But back to the main topic, what I was talking about at first, is the last card is the Lovers, and this is the sixth major arcana. It might hurt a little bit, Taurus, but this is where you end up. If you go ahead and do what the Queen of Swords wants you to do, this is where you end up. Hand on the booty. And that's what you want. Venus has just moved into your sign, Taurus. You want hand on the booty type relationships right now. And that's what you're going to get if you go ahead and make a decision. Not only do you get this, you know what I'm saying? It looks a little dark, but like I said, we are heading to the Scorpio moon and it's appropriate. And Scorpio is very sexual. This shows some, intimate things going on. He's about to kiss her on the neck. Got the hand on the gluteus. It's about to go down under the moonlight. I don't even think they care who's watching. Because it's like they're in the middle of something. Looks like the desert though, so maybe they tried to be discreet, but it's like if somebody rolls up on them, they really don't care because they're just out there all like that. But anyway, so, if you go ahead and make the decision, not only do you get this type of action, but you also keep yourself from getting cut. Generally, when the Four of Swords is in the reverse position is when I'm saying it's time to come out of hiding. But, based on the surrounding cards, I feel like, you've thought about it enough. Now, like I said, I will say, you actually have a little bit more time to think about it. But as soon as Mercury goes direct, or as soon as Mercury comes out of shadow, then you better make a decision because she's either going to turn her back or she's going to cut you and turn her back. But, no matter how much it hurts, no matter what goes on, there's a win here because this is how it ends up. And that's the way I see it, Taurus. So thank you guys for tuning in. And if anybody would like a personal reading with me, my information should be in the description box. Hope to talk to you guys again next month.